I've seen him do so well on it. Cho'Gath, of course, is a good matchup against Vladimir because you can just kind of push him in and he can never kill you, and it gets really difficult for Whippo in that case. But he won in playoffs in the LPL. Like, he's been so insane in every single game he's played so far, and now he's up 20 CS against Reckless. He takes a turret at 12 minutes, and he's not even completing his rage plate yet.
I mean, that's solo gold as well, but they're going in mid lane.
They are indeed. Winter's Bite comes out. Tower first blood secured by RNG. Actual first blood secured by Brox and Fnatic. They've got a 4-man stack in the mid lane, so they might get the tower at the cost of the Drake.
Yeah, really nice roam again by Hylissang in position to get that. They're trying to trade mid lane turret here.
Well, they're going to do their best. The minion wave is dying, though. It doesn't go down. MLXG could come up with that Ragnarok from the south. Decides who is
respectful. And mid lane turret's just going to go down straight up now. RNG could even go right back to the Rift Tail, grab that, and that would mean the third outer going down here for Fnatic. And while maybe you can fall this
condition if you're Fnatic, and Caps is able to push in his lane.
Well, let's see what he can do. Follows up with a Q, manages to get the last breath as well. A shield comes up. And a Steel Tempest for the solo kill. Win condition enabled.
That was
if those magnificent moments continue to happen.
Yeah, here you mentioned a bunch of champion names. All I hear is Yasuo, Yasuo, Yasuo right now. And Caps, we highlight this in Champs. As long as he can just focus on himself, on a pick where he can take over a side lane, then he can become so hard to deal with. And it's a huge transition because he was a player last year.
While we were in that replay, gentlemen, they killed him again. I'm not sure if we'll get another replay of that or not.
Here's what happened. Broxer went in, popped the pillar.
There we go.
Then Yasuo jumped in belly, and you 3v1 try and kill Caps down that bottom lane. The other option is you just rush to the Baron after pushing mid. Caps is not running TP on his side. You have a Cho'Gath, and you have Uzi who can just destroy the Baron, and you force the team fight against Fnatic.
Exactly, and no matter how strong he is in that 1v1, there is still an exhaust on Ming, this Tahm Kench to deny that target from the Yasuo, and that becomes very tough. And there you can see Xiaohu getting taken down.
To just stay back and let these now jumping Caps.
Let's see what sort of can happen. The silence comes up. Very good blade, but Caps will still get run down as the unstoppable Ragnarok MLXG is chasing him. Finally going to slice and dice his way out, but Caps goes down.
And there we get multiple members from RNG to get Cloud Drake.
Okay, when are we going to fight again? All right, let's put some expectations on this. RNG have no longer got control of mid, which means they can't set up for the Baron.
Just buying time and stopping Fnatic from rushing down at Baron. And that allows Xiaohu now to get this bot lane turret. So everything that before was Fnatic having to stop RNG from getting an early
game goes so slowly. No moves one way or the other. Right, engage is going to be on MLXG. He flashes over. Insta flash from Caps. That's one. Lemmy's going to be the next target, but the top tower not even available, and the rest of RNG have responded.
Jungler's down, and the flashes off the Cho'Gath. This becomes so hard for them to steal, but Caps is just going to pick up.
Oh, Caps just gets eaten alive. The rest of Fnatic now are inside the pit. Hemo Plague lands onto 3 for Whippo, but Baron is hammering away. The gigantic heal will bring Whippo back to full HP, but Xiaohu's on the inhibitor turret.
Yeah, they didn't actually handle that right. Caps got such a good pick, but then he went to stop the blast cone, so Letme wouldn't be able to blast cone in and feast the Baron, but he gives up his life to do it, meaning they lose the inhibitor turret on the bottom side. RNG minutes in. Big advantage going over to RNG.
I think right before there, Caps saw that MLXG...
More of Mortius for Uzi, and yes, Fnatic get a Constellation Dragon, which may help later, but they have to fend off a Baron. All right, MLXG comes out. The Undertow falls a little short. Kill Instinct is available. In goes Hilly. Gets a knock up. MLXG is already down. He's got no enough armor or hit points. Lemny's the next target. He's being melted by Reckless, and Caps taken out. All of a sudden, RNG with Baron. They lose. They're connected into the Baron team. That's the 4th tower of the game for Fnatic. They're now setting their sights with inhibitor mid. 25 seconds for Lemmy, 8 seconds for MLXG. The inhibitor should fall, and Fnatic will once again even this game out.
Yeah, very well done. Denying really anything to be gotten there from RNG. They still have a minute 20 on the buff, but Fnatic camping out a brush here again. We'll see if RNG makes a mistake to check this.
Well, MXG's got that Randurance, but he's not tanky enough to survive for very long.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the power of the Trundle, right? He's not built full tank, and then Trundle ulting you on top of that, but RNG, maybe looking for this fight, they're TPing in.
Uzi with the spider senses, he manages to interrupt the living artillery. Brox is on the front line, forced to run for his life. Devour from Ming by so much time. Uzi taken out. That's a most fed member. Bwipo follows immediately thereafter. Fnatic get caught out. Killer Instinct goes down for Reckless before he's shut down. That might just be game.
Yeah, I think this is just going to be game here. It's only 2 members alive, and it's the support and the jungler. The bottom inhibitor is open.
Oh, he's going to
Looks like
stop the
they're not gonna
recall.
go
He is
for it, but-
indeed. Feral scream for the silence. Quiets the Fnatic fans.
Fnatic all in to try and kill Uzi, but there was a Tom Kench right next to him, and the moment Uzi popped out of that belly, he turned around and he just destroys Fnatic.
This was an insane game, back and forth, and the living artillery that stopped Fnatic's backs. That's what turned this game around. RNG are waiting for the minions to pour into the base. The Nexus turrets are falling. The Nexus is killed, and RNG take down Fnatic.
What a crazy game.